I'm back! And apparently I gained 36 levels by just logging in for the first time in 2 weeks. Amazing! We're off to a great start already. Also, there are gigantic mechs walking around now. Boy, you take a small break from Helldivers 2 and you come back to a completely new game. Today, we'll be stress testing the Quasar Cannon, the newest energy stratagem weapon to make its way into Helldivers 2. If you thought I was a fanboy for the OG railgun, then wait until you see this. Holy shit! I don't know whether the last couple of releases have been the developers low-key trying to apologize for nerfing the railgun by giving us weapons better than it in every way, but man, this is the newest chapter in that saga and I am totally here for it. So let's get testing. The LAS-99 Quasar Cannon charges up to fire a powerful explosive energy burst. It also has a long cooldown period after firing. Chalk that up as one of the most uninspiring weapon descriptions I've ever read in my life. It completely undersells the sheer majesty and OP-ness that you're about to witness. The Quasar Cannon only requires a measly 7,500 requisition slips to unlock, and a minimum level of 18. I actually had to research the ladder online because level requirements haven't been a thing in my life since around day 3 of this game existing. You see, I'm not bound by the same petty limitations as people who actually have a life outside of gaming. Being a laser weapon means that it has infinite ammo, meaning that you won't be burdened by needing those pesky resupply drops and can save more of those for the non-laser plebs in your squad. On the ground, we see that the weapon's reload menu shows a lot of nothing. The aim-down sights view is refreshingly useful, with a reticle that allows for reasonable accuracy even to mid-range. Its third-person charge reticle is a cool design, spinning ever faster and closing into the center to correlate with the gun's building charge. The charge builds really slowly, teasing us to the moment where the gun finally unloads.
Wait for the ramp, Morty. They love the slow ramp. Really gets their dicks hard when they see this ramp just slowly extending down.
In concrete terms, the gun takes 3 seconds from trigger hold to fire. Bear in mind, you can't charge it up and hold it. No, this baby needs to unload the moment it climaxes, so it's going to require some finesse and timing in the midst of combat to ensure you come out of cover with enough time to aim it at the presumably massive target it's intended for. Add to this, its recharge time is around 10 seconds on a regular non-cold planet. Our usual modus operandi is to begin with the light Terminated units and make our way up one by one. But you know what? The game just gave me 36 levels and I'm feeling lucky. Let's find a charger. Aiming at the charger's head for the first time, we let it build and... Wow, okay. Chalk this up as something I didn't expect to happen. Let's try the leg. Turns out a single shot deplates the leg entirely, allowing you to finish it off with your primary very quickly. I'm feeling some slight deja vu vibes here. It's almost as if there was another gun that once upon a time did this in 2 shots, but was still considered too powerful to remain in the game, but... No, it couldn't be. That just wouldn't make any sense. While we're on a lucky streak, let's move right on to the Bile Titan. The quickest we've managed to take one of them down so far was with 2 shots using the crossplay bug with the railgun, so it'll be interesting to see how the Quasar fares here. Surely, it couldn't outperform a gun that's using a bug to give it exponentially more damage against BTs. No, that would just be silly. Holy crap! 2 headshots to take out a Bile Titan? Are you kidding me? The next video is going to be my marriage proposal to this gun. To all enemies which aren't heavies, it does exactly what you'd expect. Even the heavily armored Bile spewers go down in a single shot, whether you hit the head or the sack. Hive guards stand no chance. Anything below them basically just explodes. But more importantly, we want to see whether this gun has any utility uses in mission. Really, the biggest question is, can it?
There's something here.
Are you kidding me? What we're definitely not kidding about is these stress tests. Now that I'm back from my self-imposed exile in Dragon's Dogma 2 land, we're going to hit the Helldivers 2 content fast and hard. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you get notified when we drop these videos. I'm especially looking forward to testing out that new war bond on the 11th. So, against Terminids, this gun is basically perfect. It's like dating a supermodel that doesn't have the IQ of a doorknob. It's like hacking in Destiny PvP so your super is always on. It's like Asmongold when he still had hair. I don't understand why they created this. There is no reason to use anything else. A 4-player squad packing these babies could just cheese Terminid heavies like they're nothing. What's more, it cools off while it's stowed away, so you can continue firing with your primary, secondary, or even calling in other stratagems only to pull it back out when it's ready to fire again. It's basically like having a recoilless rifle that reloads itself while you keep firing, without the teammate and with infinite ammo. I understand that the cooldown is meant to be its downside, but the damn thing has infinite ammo and deletes charges and BTs and opens containers and closes bug holes. And it shoots a giant goddamn laser, like come on. Off to the other side of the galaxy, it couldn't possibly be as good against the bots as it was against the bugs. That would just make this thing straight up broken. Turns out it does a decent job completely deleting the hated rocket devastator. I'm not even sure it left a corpse. Striders get utterly wiped. It doesn't matter which angle you shoot them from, the Quasar can penetrate their heaviest plating. The heavy devastator, amazingly, is able to absorb the blast with its shield, so you're going to need to do some sharpshooting to take these guys out. But really, if you're going to go to all that bother, you might as well just switch to your sickle and blast them in the face. The Quasar sickle combo is obscenely good against the automatons. Foot soldier units? I mean, use your imagination. This thing one-shots charges. What do you think it will do to some flimsy Terminator wannabes? That it will do to flimsy Terminator wannabes. Berserkers with their weird jinking motion tend to be a bit hit and miss, so I personally wouldn't waste the time using the Quasar here. Simply just use your primary and aim for the face or torso joint. So this leaves us with just the heaviest units: Hulks, tanks, and turrets. Here goes. My first attempt shooting a Hulk head-on from long range resulted in this.
Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
I couldn't believe what I experienced, so I did it again. I still couldn't believe what I experienced, so I entered a higher difficulty game and got this. So, it appears that headshotting Hulks is extremely inconsistent with this gun. I can't seem to reliably do it in a single shot, and it doesn't appear to correlate entirely with aim either. Sometimes the entire head of the Hulk is glowing hot after taking the shot, only for it to keep ticking along. Other times, it gets immediately deleted. I've had the same experience shooting their vents too. Sometimes it's a one-shot, other times it's not. It's hard to tell if it's a hit registration, hitbox, or other issue. On to turrets. Turns out a single shot at the exposed vent still isn't enough. It'll take two. On to the dreaded Annihilator tank. One shot to the vent won't do it, but a second seals the deal. Even a shot to the lighter top armor after it's been softened up a bit can be enough to finish one. With that out of the way, how is it for utility purposes? Could it possibly... Yes, it's able to destroy fabricators with a frontal shot into the vent. But this isn't even the best part of using the Quasar against the bots. Not even close. Remember how recoilless rifles and spears can shut down reinforcement dropships? Well... yeah, a single shot to the engine takes out a dropship. And you get infinite ammo. With an entire squad packing these babies and some good communication, you can shut down reinforcement loops before they even begin. That essentially means the Quasar can take out a dozen or so units in a single shot. The sheer utility of this gun is obscene. It's disgusting even. After all of this testing, the only drawback I can find to the Quasar Cannon is that it doesn't penetrate heavy Devastator shields and that it doesn't seem to one-shot Hulks consistently. That's it. Otherwise, it's pretty much perfect. It's like if you took the OG railgun, broke it even more, made it even easier to use, and then gave it infinite ammo. I have absolutely no idea what the devs were thinking with this gun, but I am 100% here for it. See you next time.